Hi guys, today we're going to be doing Module 3, Lesson 7. Our learning target is that today we'll be using place value desks to represent 2-digit by 1-digit multiplication. So if you do not have your place value chart ready, that's what you're going to need for our lesson today. So go ahead and get your place value chart so that you are ready to do our lesson. Okay, so the first problem that we're going to do is 2 times 23. Okay, so each problem, I'm going to walk you through it just like you would need to do it on your practice slides. Okay, so make sure you're paying very close attention because I'm going to show you 4 problems showing you exactly how I'm expecting you to be doing these problems using your place value chart. Okay, we are practicing our partial products. So the question says, actually, since we can't really see it, I'm going to move it. I'm going to make it a little smaller. There we go. Okay, it says, represent 2 times 23 using place value desks, write a matching equation, and record the partial products vertically. So the first thing we're going to do is represent 2 times 23 using place value desks. So on your chart, the first thing I want you to do is represent the number 23 using place value discs in your place value chart. So here I have the number 23 represented in my place value chart. Now I'm multiplying 23 times 2, so I want to represent 23 one more time. So now I have 2 times 23 represented in my place value chart with place value desks. We are now going to work on our equation. So first we're going to look at the ones place. And in the ones place, we have 3 tens multiplied by, or 3 ones multiplied by 2. So we have 2 groups of 3 ones. So if we were going to write this in unit form, it would look like this. 2 times 3 ones. For our tens place, we have 2 tens times 2. So we have 2 groups of 2 tens, and the way we're going to represent that in unit form is 2 times 2 tens. Now we're going to record our partial products vertically. So when we're recording our partial products, we're going to rewrite our problem, lining them up and down, just like a normal multiplication problem. And we know that we can rewrite our problem in any order. And the best way to write a multiplication problem is by putting the larger factor on top, because it just makes it a little bit easier for us. So our first piece for our partial product that we're going to record is 2 times 3 ones. And I know, looking at my place value chart, that 2 times 3 ones is going to equal 6 ones, which is equal to 6. So this is 2 times 3 ones. Okay. And then we're going to look at our tens place and record our partial products for our tens place. And in my tens place, I have 2 times 2 tens, which, looking at my place value chart, I know equals 4 tens. And I know 4 tens is equal to 40. So 40 is 2 times 2 tens. So this is exactly what I mean when I say record your partial products, because we're breaking, really what we're doing is we're breaking our 2-digit number into pieces, so partial parts into different parts, we're breaking it into a tens and into a ones. Okay, so we are multiplying and showing that, representing that in our equation. Once we've done this, to get our answer, we are going to add these two together. So I know 40 plus 6 is going to equal 46. This is also represented in our place value chart because we have 6 in the ones place and 4 in the tens place. So we have 46 there as well. Okay, let's do another problem. So this one is 3 times 34. We have the same instructions, just a different problem. So 3 times 34 using place value discs, and write a matching equation and record the partial products vertically. So what I want you to do right now is on your place value chart, I want you to record 3 times 34 using your place value discs. Here I have 34, so now I want to represent that 3 times. Okay, so now I have 3 times 34 in my place value chart, and I want to record this using our unit form. Okay, so I have, for our ones place, I have 4 ones and 3 groups of 4 ones. So I have 3 times 4 ones. So when I'm doing my partial products here, this would be 3 times 4 ones, which equals 12 ones. Now notice in our ones place, we have more than 10. So we can do some regrouping, right? So we can take 10 of our place value discs and move them to make 1 10 here. Okay, so we can also regroup. So here we have 1 10 and 2 ones. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to count up our tens, and we know we had 3 groups of 3. So we have 3 times 3 tens. Okay, and that is going to give us in our 3 times 3 tens. So I know 3 times 3 tens is 9 tens, which is equal to 90. So now I can go ahead and add these two together. Okay, and I know I have 10 tens in our tens place, right? So I can take those and move them, regroup them to the hundreds place. So I have 2, and then 9 plus 1 is 10. So that gives me 102, which I see on my place value chart. I have 1 disc in the tens place. I have none right now in the, I have 1 disc in the hundreds place. I have none in the tens place currently, okay? Because I regrouped all of those and put them into the hundreds place. So I have none left over there. And then I have 2 in my ones place. So both of what I'm seeing in my place value chart and what I'm getting for my partial products are matching up. So that's showing me that my solution is correct. Okay. Right now, for this one, I want you to go ahead and represent 4 times 54, if you can, in your place value chart and using partial products. See if you can do it all on your own. Okay, so looking at my place value chart now, I have shown that I represented 54 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 rows of 54 in my place value chart. So I'm going to look at my ones place first, and I have 4 rows of 4. So that's 4 times 4 ones. And in my tens place, I have 4 rows of 5 tens. So that's 4 times 5 tens. Okay, and then I'm going to write my problem vertically. So 54 times 4. Okay, and then I'm going to record my partial products. So I'm going to do my ones first. 4 times 4 ones is equal to 16. Okay, I can see that I have more than 10 place value discs in my ones place, so I want to regroup them. Okay, then I want to move, I want to move to my tens place. So I know I have 4 times 5 tens, and that gives me, I see I have a total of 20 tens, which is equal to 200. And then I'm going to regroup all of my tens that I have from my tens place. So I have one group of 10, and I have another group of 10 to move to my hundreds place. So my hundreds place, I have 2 hundreds. My tens place, I have 1 leftover 10. And in my ones place, I have 6 ones. And I can see that when I add these together, that's exactly what I have. 6 plus 0 is 6. 1 plus 0 is 1. And then we have 2. So our answer here is 216. Okay. The last problem, I want you to see if you can walk through all on your own and then unpause it, unpause the video, and see if your results look like my results. Okay, so here I represented my place value discs. I represented my answer in my partial products. Okay, so what I did first is I put 42 into my place value chart, and then I multiplied that by 5. So I repeated it 4 more times, which gave me a total of 5 groups of 42. Okay, then I recorded my unit forms. Okay, drew my partial products problem, showed my pieces of my partial products to show the ones and then the tens, And then I did my regrouping in my place value chart. So I moved my 10 ones over to the tens place. I moved my 200s over to the hundreds place, and I ended up with 210 as my answer. Okay, for your work today, for your assignment today, I expect to see this type of thing going on here. Okay, so I'm expecting you to be showing your place value discs and your partial products for your answers. Okay.